ready.
There you go. Have a good.
Thank you. All right, we are calling to order the Scituate Zoning Board of Appeals, November 21st, 2024, Zoning Board of Appeals hearing. The Scituate Zoning Board of Appeals is committed to providing an environment of respect during meetings. We ask all members to interact in a polite manner, even when there is disagreement. We value the participation of our community and want all participants, including marginalized and minoritized communities, to feel welcome and respected. We ask our committee members and all who participate to commit to these standards to support and respect our community. The Scituate ZBA meets in person and via Zoom. All meetings are recorded and can be viewed on Scituate Community Television, Facebook Live. Recorded meetings are available the following day on Comcast Channel 9 and YouTube. All right. We have called the meeting to order. We have one application this evening, the application of Anthony Damari, 7994 Royal Birkdale Circle, Lakewood, Ranch, Florida, seeking to allow for the raising and construction of accessory dwelling at 36 10th Avenue, and requesting a special permit pursuant to zoning bylaw section 470, and finding that pursuant to the zoning bylaw that the raising and construction of pre-existing non-conforming accessory building on a pre-existing non-conforming lot is not substantially more than the neighborhood and or any other relief or any grant.
Okay.
Name and address for the record.
So Jeff DeLisi, I'm a lawyer with Dornberger, DeLisi and Harris, here in Scituate, 28 New Driftway. I don't see that my client is logged in, but he may join us. And his name is Tony Damari. He's the owner of the property, and Frank Snow was supposed to be here. Frank's going to be the builder. So I'll just kind of get underway. The Damaris have owned the property since the 1940s. It's located on the bottom of 10th Avenue, close to Surfside Road. The property's in an R3 zoning district, and it's also in the overlay zoning district known as the Scituate Floodplain and Watershed Protection. We've applied for two forms of relief. One, to raise and reconstruct the building, which is pre-existed the deadline in the zoning bylaw from the 1990s, I think it is. It's been around for many, many decades. And that would require a special permit. And then in addition to that, we would require a finding under section 830 of the bylaw, because we'd be altering a pre-existing non-conforming structure. 810.c. Did I? I'm sorry.
Long day.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for correcting me. So that provision is actually located on page 183 of the zoning bylaw. And it's section 810.2c. So the lot is non-conforming as the area frontage width, maybe not width, but definitely area and frontage. The accessory structure which we're seeking the relief on is currently slightly less than 30 feet from the street. But having been out of the property, I'm virtually certain that it falls under the exception of the average front yard setback. We just didn't provide the calculation. The building is pre-existing non-conforming off of what I'll say the left side yard, which is the south side, the westerly side of the property. And that is approximately 5.9 feet in the zoning dimensional setback requirement of 8 feet for this kind of building in this zone. So the building's old. The plan would be to raise it and reconstruct a new building almost entirely within its footprint and then expanding on that. It would be moving slightly away from the side yard, virtually a few inches, in a manner that would make the nonconformity less nonconforming. And, would be no closer to the road. And, the building is proposed to be approximately 24 feet by 34 feet. Now, we put that footprint in because we don't yet have building plans, and there's a very tight area between the existing home and the location of this building. It's possible that we're going to shorten the width of the building in order to achieve a little more space between the two structures. But we would not be expanding it larger than what it is. So what I'm saying to you is that we've come to you with a footprint that is conservatively drawn.
Okay.
So essentially, that's it.
Where, so the dimension you may change is the dimension between, the proposed garage and the house. This, right?
Yes.
This to the point, right?
Yeah, you can see there's a deck in the back of the existing home that kind of catty corners off, and there's really not much space there.
But you're not gonna, you're looking to be 6 foot off the,
Yeah,
whether it's, here you say the right side, yeah, that property line, where it's 5.9 feet, you're gonna keep the 6 feet. The question is on the other dimension, whether you're gonna be, how close you're gonna be to the porch.
that's correct.
Meaning it might be less than 24.
It's gonna be less than 24.
You wouldn't need any additional relief though if you made it.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's actually, right.
So, essentially, we're enlarging the building towards the rear.
Yes, understood.
It would be a two-story building. The first floor would be a garage, the second floor would be some additional living space, certainly not a kitchen or anything like that, just some area maybe for an office, storage, or playroom for the kids or grandkids, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Bob, questions?
No, not really. It's in a flood zone, so pretty minor. Sort of reactions to that would probably be the installation of flood vents in the garage area.
Right.
And keeping the electrical up, stuff like that. But we'll see that when it comes in for a building permit. I don't see any problem.
Any name and address for the
I'm
record?
sorry, Frank Snow, the contractor for the tomorrow.
Good to see you again, Mr. Smith.
Pretty quiet tonight.
Well, we have one, anybody online, Elizabeth, that is interested in chiming in on this?
No raised hands now.
Beautiful. Board,
No questions.
good,
Yeah, I'm good.
all right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion on the first application of Anthony Jamari, 7799 Memorial Park, Circular, Florida, who seeks to raise and reconstruction of an accessory dwelling building at 36th Avenue, and a special permit pursuant to zoning bylaws section 470, floodplain district, and a finding pursuant to zoning bylaw 810.2C, raise and reconstruction of pre-existing structure building on a pre-existing lot is not substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood, and any other relief that the board may grant. And the board finds that such raise and reconstruction per the plan of Michael P. McGuire dated October 3rd, 2024, does not create any new nonconformities in the extent that it intensifies an existing nonconformity. Such intensification is not substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood.
A second. All in favor?
Aye.
Granted.
Thank you, thanks for coming out for just us on a rainy night.
More than fine. You'll.
I'll do
I'll
the.
short and sweet.
Yep. Always, right?
Thank you. Elizabeth, do we have any other business at this point.
Yes, approve the minutes from October 17th of 2024, if we may.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Any other? No.
That is it. Our next meeting is on December 19th. We have 2 applications thus far, and I will close tomorrow. So we'll probably just have 2, and that is, right before Christmas.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to close the hearing?
Motion to adjourn, I second, all in favor?
Aye.